Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hey, you start talking about your vacation meals and your farts.
No, no, shh, I don't pass gas. I'm a woman.
We were just talking about that.
Well, no, because Bryden was talking about his bodily issues, and I was trying to commiserate because I'm a good friend. And don't say
So
a
what you were
fucking
saying,
word.
you were saying that like you get bad
No!
farts.
No! Only if I eat too much food. That's why I'm
Oh,
saying that women should stop eating. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone. Stop eating.
yeah, that's a. You know what? Any advice that's gonna cause less women, I'm on board with. Okay, ladies.
It's gonna make, like, do you want to be fat? Do you want to be fat? I don't think you do. In your heart of hearts, if you just do some soul searching, do you want to be obese? No,
And
but
then
you are.
and then
You are obese.
on our counter. See, that's point. Here's our counterpoint. China's one-child policy. Totally cool.
No, that is femicide. they had they had these places that were like orphanages for little girls,
Orphanages.
except if it
Orphanages.
was Auschwitz, but like,
Orphanages.
but not just like it's like Auschwitz, but without this. Okay, I can't. Okay, it's
That's not who you are on this show.
it's exactly like Auschwitz.
I don't think
That's
it's
what
like
it
that.
was like.
I don't think it's like that. I think that they when
Well,
they
I
were
don't think they gassed them. To be fair.
yeah. Wait, at which one?
The Chinese. The Chinese. Okay, you know what? Can we just start over? Can we just start over? The Chinese, as far as I'm aware. I don't think they had trains.
That's
The Chinese did not.
no, they got like the Chinese. They got their like bullet trains or something.
Yeah.
Is that
No, I
all
meant
Asians?
for the children.
Oh yeah,
I
they
don't
got them there
know.
super fast. They were like abort.
In India too. India does a lot of femiciding.
Yeah, if they, dude, I'd be totally on board with Indian guys. If
What?
yeah, I mean, like they like in theory they seem like pretty cool.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean they do tech
I was
stuff and then they like
yeah. And you know, when a woman goes to India on vacation, I
yeah.
was reading like a bad review left for a travel agency
Wait,
recently
I
where this woman goes to what?
I put that into the Discord. I was hoping you were gonna
Oh,
do it on the
you put it in
show.
the Discord? Okay, I saw it on Twitter too. Yeah, we're gonna do it on the show. We'll get to that later. Okay. Actually, let's get into our Dear Abby segment so I
Okay.
don't flub the rest of this. OG listeners will be very excited right now because we used to have
Oh wait.
a person.
OG stands for over girth.
Yes, because you're all fat and need to stop eating.
That's true. That is true.
Please. I'm begging you. Just quit.
I'm negging you, fat ass.
There we go.
That
We see,
deserved
we're helping.
a lot.
We're helping people. I don't know why he's saying this. He's fat too. Look at
Listen,
him.
I'm
You
the
can't look at him because we're not on video, but look at him.
I am perfectly in shape for an almost 37-year-old alcoholic man that does no exercising. I look like a snowman.
That's
I'm
a
aware
fair
of that.
point. You look like Olaf. Is
Mhm.
that coconut water?
Yeah, it's coconut water, Abby.
I can't see what it is. It looks like it's in a coconut water container.
This is. I'm glad you
Oh.
asked. This is
Oh,
Beatbox.
that's not coconut water.
This is Beatbox, an 11.1% alcohol by volume blue raspberry Beatbox that is available
about
at
to-
every festival that you can go to, and it's quite amazing. It tastes delicious. Please drink responsibly. Party better together. Beatbox.
We're not getting paid for that. But it's in it looks like a coconut water container. I was about to compliment you. I was about to praise you for being health conscious today and like instead of getting wasted and slurring his way. Because last week was rough, guys. I don't know if you noticed that yourself, Bryden, but you were slurring
Yeah.
a lot.
Well,
But anyway,
you
I'm
pissed
not
me
going to
off.
praise you now.
You pissed me off.
Yeah, well, that's my role in life is to make everyone mad and hate me and to fail at everything I do. To just utterly fail. I'm not good at singing. I'm not good at
Mhm.
anything. My drawing that I put like 20 hours into it and I could just stare at it and be like, you know what? But I'm not that good.
Typical weak feminist liberal attitude.
I'm not a liberal. Okay.
You
What I
are.
was saying.
Spiritually, you're a liberal.
Sam Weston. Does Sam Weston ring a bell for any of the listeners? You can't answer me, but I'm going to answer for you. Yes, it does. If you're a real original gangster of the Here to Help
They don't listen to
fan
that show.
club.
Do you think we're
Okay.
popular in Chicago? That's not.
Okay. I don't mean like a literal black man.
I was thinking of Italians. What the fuck is your
Oh.
problem?
Um So anyway, Sam Weston used to write in a lot and he would take our advice and then let us know how it went the next week. We haven't heard from him in about 2 years, everyone. And now I know why. Because I just got a letter. He's gotten out of prison. And he
Well,
wrote to us right away.
Kamala's not even in office. They're already letting these scumbags out.
Yep, already. Dear Abigail and Brad, in the 2 years since I last wrote, your radio program has gone from a small local broadcast to one of the largest media sensations of the 21st century.
Well,
So true. You have used your platform. I might have lied and faked a few screenshots. But
yeah.
anyway, you have used your platform to help a lot of people, and I think that is cool. I wish to congratulate you both, Brad in particular, for the successful fundraiser last year and your tireless work raising awareness for the victims of the war in Sudan. The trip to
Wait, wait,
Sudan
wait,
was
wait, wait, wait. Who did?
Yeah. Sudan.
Who did?
Sue.
Who was on first?
Sue.
Sue who?
Sudan.
Cindy Lou? What?
Who?
Dude.
The trip to Sudan was incredibly inspiring, and I do not believe the allegations that Brad touched those ladies on their privates while he was there. See, he supports you.
I'm trying to remember.
He doesn't remember the trip to Sudan at
I
all. That's how
mean,
drunk he was. This man has a problem.
it sounds like, yo, the problem is I don't get enough Sudanese pussy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't then either. The police came too quickly.
I did too.
Oh my god. Okay, moving on. When I last wrote, it was July 2022, and I was preparing to attend the Temperance Fair, and I was trying to get over having been banned from the 7-Eleven, which was not our fault, I want to point out, okay? Um he did it.
Is this bit all reliant on somebody listening to like episode 6 of this show that I don't
Yes.
remember?
Yes. Episodes 1 through 10 or something.
All right, cool. Go back.
Something prevented me from moving on. I could not get over the injustice of banning me from a 7-Eleven for just taking some beef jerky as a joke. It wasn't fair. It wasn't right. It was flat out wrong. I became obsessed. How could Greg do this to me? He was being unreasonable. It was just beef jerky that didn't cost very much. Was he stupid? Was he insane? He must have lost his mind. I needed to get back into that 7-Eleven no matter what. I decided to resort to blackmail. My plan was
I
intricate.
hired one.
I decided to resort to blackmail. My plan was intricate and clever and consumed all of my effort for the next month. I hired a prostitute who carried a sexually transmitted disease and kept her
Nice.
in the garage.
Nice.
The idea was that I would go to 7-Eleven and introduce her to Greg as my girlfriend, whom I was in a relationship with. I would take him aside and tell him that he could sleep with my girlfriend in exchange for letting me back into the 7-Eleven and being friends again. That's sounds like a solid plan to me, and I'm sure it worked.
This sounds like a very poor writer came up with this.
I didn't come up with this.
Someone that thought that they were very funny, and all of the jokes seemed to fall flat even in 2012. But let's go on.
Bryden, will you be a good sport? Our dear friend Sam Weston has returned to us
You know
from
who's good
prison.
at you know who's good at sports? That
Black
black
people?
male.
Why is this what? Okay.
What? They're good at fucking sports.
Yeah, they're good at some. It depends on the sport. Yeah.
Well, I mean, who the fuck cares about soccer or hockey? And they got plenty of them in soccer. They got whole countries of them in soccer. They're like, here's Sudan. You know, I don't know how well Sudan does. I don't know if they won the World Cup. Maybe they have. I couldn't tell you. Where the fuck is Sudan?
I think in Africa,
Maybe. It sounds like it. It's not a place I'm gonna go.
it might be in North Africa.
Sounds like a better place in South Africa.
Then they would have sex in the store, and he would get genital herpes, and then I could show the whole world what a bad friend Greg was for sleeping with my girlfriend and contracting herpes from the sex that he had.
Sure. That's yeah. I think we had this guy on the show once.
We did not. I never did get him on the show. I might be able to, but I doubt it. It was flawless, but when I went to get the prostitute from the garage, she escaped and fled into the woods.
They do that.
Wait, what?
Well, that it was fucked. It's like I mean, you could track them in like the soft dirt because of the heels, but because they're strapped on the back, the you know their heels,
Yeah.
they can fucking sprint. I know that because I've had them come at me.
It's dangerous. It come at you. Yeah, okay. They were coming towards you.
Yeah, dude, they're real mad. That's why they only have those weird little Gucci metal purses and shit.
So they can hit you with it.
Yeah, it's not cloth. You ever
I mean, it
walked?
makes sense.
You ever walked around Vegas with a fucking Gucci imprint on the side of your face?
No, I can't say I have.
Well, people think it's really cool.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
People are like, "You fought Diamond?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "She's a local legend." It's a weird place, Vegas.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty weird. I was walking around and there's just like a little person. Don't see that every day.
I see that every day in the mirror. You got for like $20 though, you idiot.
You did. Yeah, we talked about that a few times. The black man scammed me.
Not me.
No, you just got hit by a prostitute.
I was also that same black man, Albert Einstein.
I have a bad habit where when you would make that joke and his name, and that boy's name was Albert Einstein, I just say Adolf Hitler instead, and usually it goes off really well because people are not expecting that to be the name you say. It's a surprise, and sometimes you could tell people want you to leave, like they just yeah.
Well, yeah, at the fucking Kroger. Yeah. They're like, I got a whole line of people here. I didn't need to hear about your fucking shit Jolly Ranchers joke. Like, I'm sorry it didn't ring up.
Yeah.
Like, I have no fucking friends or anywhere to go. Just a social
How else am I?
interaction. The only thing
How
I
am I
could
supposed
do,
to test my material?
the only thing I could do is just go home and talk to this guy who hates me. It's the only place I can run my material by.
Yeah. My husband's tired of hearing it, guys. Yes. Okay. I took off in pursuit and stayed on her trail for several hours, at which point I contacted the authorities to inform them that my prostitute had escaped and
That's
to
a
solicit
procedure.
their help in locating her. Yeah, that
So-
sounds about right.
Yeah, see, using the word solicit for that, now that's actually the funniest thing I've heard in this entire bullshit story.
The solicit.
Yeah. That's the only thing I've heard this entire time that's actually funny, to use
Will
the
you
word
be nice?
solicit.
I just feel like you could have kept her locked down better. This was a real dumb mistake.
Well, yeah, Kanye's got a song about that. Keeping my love locked down. My love locked down. Keeping my love locked down.
Was that about when he was keeping a woman in the basement?
Kind of. It was. I think it was about Amber Rose.
Did he keep her in a basement?
I don't know, but the song's called Love Lockdown, and she spoke at the Republican National Convention. So, times change, and
Oh, that lady. Okay.
Amber Rose, a professional
Yeah,
prostitute.
people were really mad about that.
Yeah, I was concerned. I don't know why a professional prostitute was on there. And then even CNN got on TV and was like, somebody with the reach of this millions of followers that Amber Rose has, she's an eloquent speaker. I'm like, when the dick's not in her mouth, this is she is a prostitute.
Yeah. Is she still?
Is
this like a I turned my life around bit?
I don't think so. Maybe she doesn't have to. I mean, okay, look, all girls that are super famous on Instagram are prostitutes. Yeah. Rappers buy them, Saudi princess buy them, all of that. And dog shit in their mouth and all of that. I mean, it's weird. They get paid, a lot, but Amber Rose is a fucking prostitute. So I'm glad that's what MAGA 2024 is all about. You remember MAGA 2020 was all about Lady MAGA, that tranny, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember.
They're still about Blair White.
Bad.
That's super cool. And listen, the more votes, the better. I get that, but I don't know. And Amber Rose is an actual prostitute, and not even hot. Grow some hair, bitch.
Yeah, she does need to grow some hair.
She should be a cancer advocate, and then I would be allowed to make fun of her. Just fake it. Boogie did. Just shave your eyebrows and fake it.
Oh my God, poor Boogie.
Well, not poor Boogie. We're gonna get him on the show when he's hit absolute rock bottom.
I'm gonna ask, but the problem is he sorry, he deleted his Twitter. I'm waiting for him to come back. He'll come back.
Oh, his address is out there. Write a letter.
Okay.
I'd show up, but he'll shoot at the air at you.
Yeah, that would be
it pisses me the fuck off because I like Boogie, and he just constantly makes it so you can't like him.
Yeah, I feel like it's self-sabotage and he does it on purpose. But anyway, hopefully we'll talk to him. So let's not talk about him too much because I would like to talk to Boogie if he will talk to us.
Just try to get his left tit on the fucking show.
I'll try. That's
Fat
pretty much all they can
fuck.
fit. He's pretty fat. It was so funny though, because Keemstar tweeted that that Boogie told him that he didn't. I can't believe I never expected that I would be praying I have cancer. Like,
yeah,
Boogie. That's so funny.
It is funny. That's hilarious. I don't know.
Okay, we're moving on from Boogie.
From something fake to something fake. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Can you just be a good sport for 5 seconds? Why are you doing this? Why are you ruining everything?
No, I'm soccer. I'm not a good sport at all, dude.
Okay. Well. To my surprise, I was detained, and to make a long story short, I ended up in adult prison. Where else would you go? Were you supposed to go to child prison? Why do you want to go to child prison?
Well, to be fair, the rules of prison are beat up the biggest guy there. Child prison, I could.
You could just kick those kids' butts. Yeah.
If you're asking me which prison, toddler prison. I'd whoop them, and then all of a sudden,
you make a good point.
I've got all kinds of fucking gushers, and I'm running that place.
You could, okay, so I would try the gushers first, honestly, because I don't think you understand. Have you tried to wrestle very many toddlers in your life? They are pure muscle.
Hold on.
They are just 100% muscle. You would be shocked at how tough they are.
Let me answer that with complete clarity. No, I have not tried to wrestle toddlers.
I've wrestled many toddlers in my day. Many toddlers. And let me tell you, if you had 5 of them ganging up on you at once, you're done.
I mean,
with that worm body of yours, you're done.
I'll bet they could leave some bruises, but I mean, I can throw them, but I could probably take about 10 toddlers.
Maybe. I don't know.
They don't
I'd
have the skills
to believe it.
They don't have the skills. Besides accidental ball shots,
pure determination and no fear. especially boy toddlers.
No,
They are suicidal.
see, yeah, so you're missing what would happen. As soon as you really got one of them, the rest would scatter. They'd fucking scatter. You break. Can't believe that we've gotten to this point in the podcast. You break the side of one of them. You break skin on one of them with your
No,
nuts. They're gonna freak out.
they're gonna freak out. Yes, they might back off for a second, but then they're going at you full
When
force
they back
because they
when they
have
back off,
solidarity. Especially if any of them are siblings of the one you hurt, you're screwed.
when they back off. Okay, look, when they back off, first of all, they are scared. All right, because I'm already, I'm only 5'6", but I'm taller than they are by magnitude. So
Barely.
yeah, that's true. But they back off a little bit. I'm nothing but legs, dude. I'm sweeping legs underneath there, cleaning them out, and then just one by one, punch,
They're gonna
punch.
grab your leg and bite you, and that hurts.
I was standing by,
They
dude.
have such sharp teeth.
They won't have many teeth when I'm done with them. I could
Their
take
teeth
out,
grow back, dude.
I could.
They
not
just get
instant-
more.
Not instantly. I could take out a prison yard full of toddlers.
I don't think you could.
I could get them. I could get them because they'd be scared. And then there'd be also, because they're toddlers, all I have to say is like, I'm Pikachu. And then they'll be like, fuck yeah. And then I've got people on my side. Then they're
Okay,
fighting
that's
the
a fair
others.
point. So that's the strategy. You need to bribe them and impress them.
I'll bet if I kick the bully, punt him across the fucking prison yard, they'll be plenty impressed.
And if you go, look how high I can jump, and you jump up and touch the ceiling,
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
They
You're
love that.
king.
They love that.
Yeah.
And even at 5'6", unless it's a loft ceiling, I mean, ceilings are super
Not hard to
Yeah,
touch.
they're not very
Yeah.
hard to do. I'm just saying, I could if it was a whole prison of toddlers, I would.
So we're talking
I'd be
like
the king.
200 toddlers.
Yeah, I'd be the king of it.
Not if you fight first. I was picturing you going in and fighting right away.
No, you got to fight right away. You find the biggest one, and then you just smash him. And then people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Ah!" And then immediately it's met with, "I'm Hulk Hogan," and they're like, "I like Hulk Hogan," or whatever kids like.
God, toddlers don't know who Hulk Hogan is now.
Probably not. Pikachu, that's a guy. He's still around.
Pikachu.
I do
It
that.
could be Pikachu.
I-
Charizard. Charizard's the one you want to go for.
They do love it. And then
They do.
there's no chance that I wouldn't be the fucking king of that place. I'm too funny. All right, I could definitely make toddlers laugh. Do
No,
magic
you
tricks.
can. Do the tooth bit.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing for my kid the other night. My kid comes in the other night.
They're mixed.
And he just won't go to bed. It's like past his bedtime. I'm talking to Bryden on a video call. And Bryden just starts making faces at him and doing magic. He just has magic like stuff
Paraphernalia.
at his paraphernalia. Thank you. I don't know why I was missing the word. Right next to him on his desk because he just pulls out a trick coin immediately. He didn't have to get up and find it. He's just prepared at all times. It was great.
I mean, yeah, you show a kid a magic trick, he doesn't even know how to play poker, dude. He's like, "Is that your card?" Mind blown. You're a fucking warlock. They don't
Yeah.
know. Even if they
It's
know
true.
it's fake, they're still like, I gotta stick around and not shank that dude until I find out how he did it.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. They're obsessed. Well, like if they know magician stuff is not real, they want to know. They won't leave you alone until you tell them how you did it, so they can try to do it too.
That's sometimes grown adults are also like that. So it's it's not just toddlers. Okay, finish this bullshit story because I could wipe out a fucking prison of toddlers.
I was released on the first of this month, and I'm determined to make something of my life after 2 years of incarceration and prison college. For instance, I want to get unbanned from Greg's 7-Eleven. Do you have any advice? I'm particularly interested in what Brad has to say because he is, like me, proudly straight and male and a registered Republican. I admire him so much. Most sincerely yours, Sam. Tried to convert to Islam in prison, Weston, Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay, now is there a slightly but not really sloped roof across from the 7-Eleven?
I believe there is.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. History has shown you can wander around it with a rangefinder for hours, and you should be able to purposely, according to the internet, shoot Greg right in the ear, and then you can run to his aid,
Okay.
and then you'll be able to, he'll be so happy that
Right.
you helped him that I think that everything's gonna work out.
That's a great idea. I don't have any better advice than that, really. You just have to be a really good shot because, just an inch to the side and you
Yeah.
either miss or you got a much bigger problem on your At least it won't be on live television.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. All right, everybody. We are done with that segment for today. We're going to move on to our Reddit advice stories, I think. And we're going to go for, you said you sent in the Discord that one. Let's
Oh
do that
yeah.
one first. Yep, here we go. From Legal Advice UK. I was trapped in my hotel room for 6 days due to creepy men. Can I get a refund from the travel agency? And of course, as his registered lawyers here, we can give legal advice. We're not lawyers. We're not giving legal advice. Edit. Should I do the edit first?
No, no, do that one
Okay.
at the end.
Recently broke up with my boyfriend and decided to go on holiday. The travel agent recommended a location on India's east coast with a nice beach. Well, that sounds good. A nice beach by yourself in India
I mean, I don't
on a
know if
beach
I don't know if
where you're
India.
probably wearing a swimsuit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they do on the east or is the west coast worse. I have no idea. I saw a documentary. I streamed it. Not too terribly long ago. I say that, but it's probably been like 6 months. Um, of just a whole town where they bring dead bodies and then burn them. So I don't know if they do that. There was water there filled with
I mean,
poop.
yeah. I saw a story about how a young like 12-year-old rape victim, something it was like 12 or 14, went to the hospital to have her baby, and by the time she left the hospital, she had been raped and was pregnant again.
that's
Raped by
that's
a
not
doctor.
funny. That's not.
That's what happens. And I know it's not funny, but I'm also over here like it's so absurd. That how do you not laugh? It's just like it sounds like nonsense. It sounds like it didn't happen, but that's what happened.
All
Like that's fucking crazy.
all feminists should go to India. I think that I think that it was this travel agent the Bryden learn what's coming to you agency by any chance? Because I
I
did
mean,
set
she
up a
doesn't
couple
say.
offices.
Yeah, I feel like is this your fault?
It might be, I set up these back in 2016 when it was a little more hilarious to do that. But
It's not funny anymore, is it, Bryden? You've hurt women.
mission accomplished.
Yeah. Do you see what a monster this man is, everyone?
Yeah,
I am doing a show with a monster.
yeah, and I was thinking
Satan incarnate.
I was trying to time my P's too, and I was doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Anyway, see ya.
Don't you do this. He's timing them. That is him timing it, okay? That he's doing this on purpose. We're in the middle of a story. Okay? He's just it's going to be okay. Let me tell you what happened to me. All right? Yesterday, I thought I'm going to make homemade mac and cheese, and I'm going to make it the cheesiest mac and cheese in the world, right? Because almost everyone's homemade mac and cheese sucks. It just sucks so bad because there's all this pasta and you just get like a touch of cheese. It's not soaked in cheese. Like you have those elbow noodles, there should be enough cheese sauce that it gets inside the noodles and coats the outside. You want like double the cheese that you use, people. I'm telling you, you're all doing it wrong. So I made the most delicious homemade mac and cheese you've ever heard in your entire life. Sorry about that. That was my alarm. I did not mean for that to happen to everyone. And yes, it was an MCR song from Danger Days. If you're asking, the only hope for me is you. But the point is that I made this delicious homemade mac and cheese thinking my kids are going to eat this, right? Even the picky eaters will eat homemade mac and cheese. But no, what happens when they come home from their grandma's house? They come in, and immediately my son starts screaming that it smells so horrible in the house that he can't breathe and he might vomit. And
Damn.
I'm like,
Why am I? I wish I would have. I did. I could have just waited. I would have liked to have heard the story about how bad of a cook you
yeah,
are.
yeah, no, it was good mac and cheese. It was
Can't
homemade
wait.
mac
Can't
and
wait. Can't,
cheese with lots of cheese sauce, is the point that you missed. What?
okay, but what I'm concerned about is you were reading a story about Indians, and then you immediately your mind was like stink and stinky food.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
So
stinky. It literally smelled like mac and cheese. It's just homemade mac and cheese. It's a very simple dish. I used good cheese and it was wonderful. My husband said it's a great mac and cheese. Okay. So I've tried to feed it to the kids and my son is acting like that. And so I say, okay, why don't you go sit outside? If you can't stand the smell that much, go sit outside. And he says, no, Mama, you're so mean. Why won't you let me breathe? You're suffocating me. Why won't you let me breathe?
so
And I said, first of all, honey, you wouldn't be able to scream like that if you couldn't breathe. Okay? So shut your mouth.
wow.
Also, this is delicious mac and cheese. You should try it and see if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. And he goes, take it away! Get it away from me! It stinks! I can't breathe! Get it off the table! And he knocks the bowls off the table.
Oh my
He goes,
god.
washing! He goes, put it in the fridge! Put it in the fridge! And I'm like, oh my god, it must smell so horrible. He's literally about to vomit. Like, I'll get on to him in a minute, but first I'm gonna get this mac and cheese put away, right? And he's like, wash the bowls! Wash the bowls! It's just like,
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. It was just
This is
he
why
just
I could never have a child because I like even if it was like we made stinky tofu tonight, I would go, guess who's eating this for a week, you little queer?
yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing is that he just seems to not understand that he can't act like this. And it's not
That's because of your poor parenting.
no,
I'm
no, that
aware.
I was
We've been
about to
aware for a long
say
time.
I was about to say that that's what people will think. People who think that have never had children or have only had very easy children because I am consistent with punishing this child. I am strict with this child. And so every single day of my life, I go through something like this because I won't let it fly. And he throws a giant
See,
tantrum about it.
look at this. Here's again how you are a
You know how you
god.
get good, easy kids is by never telling them no.
That's not it. See,
And I refuse to do that.
oh my god,
So
you
my
just
kids act up.
Jesus. Okay, listen. Listen, Harris. This is why you're a goddamn lib shit, okay? Because you're like, oh, I just keep trying the same thing over and over again. It doesn't work. I don't know. Try something more. You don't. You try the same damn thing that worked with your other
I have
kids.
tried
That
tons.
were,
No, no.
right,
You don't know what I do in my day-to-day life, Bryden. I've tried everything. And you can't just switch it up right away every day because then the kid gets really confused and doesn't know what to expect and acts out worse. So you have to be intentional when you switch it up
okay,
and gradual.
yeah, and what Frankfurt School book did you read that in?
It's
Now,
from experience. Children get very confused if they don't know what to expect. If mommy reacts this way usually and suddenly she's not today and then she's reacting a completely different way the day after and just testing different things out every day, it's scary and they get confused and upset.
good. A demoralized public is easier to control. That's what you should do.
Yeah, maybe
Confuse and
so. I mean,
demoralize.
that's the thing because I actually think you're right about that, and let me tell you why.
Okay, calm the fuck down. That's calling a show.
Because I think that the reason why I didn't behave this way because I was terrified.
Yeah.
And not just with my parents who were shit, but even in school, your teacher doesn't love you. Like you can't be a total horrible shit to her
Oh, dude, I
and
think
have her
there's
like love you
no, I
and
think
be
there's a love you.
compassionate.
I had teachers
Yeah.
Mrs. Gibson especially. No, I had teachers that
Okay.
fucking
Well,
just
you're a
loved the shit
special
out of me.
boy. You're a special
I don't
boy.
know. I've
But
always
I
been
mean,
liked by the people with a brain.
but just the very structure of public school breaks the spirits of children down,
Yeah.
right? You can't talk in class. You can only have water on water fountain breaks where you have to wait in line at the
Yeah.
water fountain. Like you can't have a bottle of water in class. You get
Well,
like a carton of milk at lunch and it's tiny.
the reason you can't is because of kids like me. Is because I
Yeah.
definitely would have just fucking thrown that.
Yeah. See, you're the problem. I wouldn't have thrown it. I'm dying of thirst. Okay. It's a problem. You also can't just go to the bathroom when you have to potty
Well, you gotta raise
and
your
things
hand.
like that. You have to raise your hand and the teacher like interrogate. Excuse me. I just burped on air and that's really gross. I'm sorry, everyone.
Nice. Guys,
That's not how Bryden reacts when that happens. He does it on purpose. I want to
go ahead and clip that one
compare
out.
and contrast there.
Go ahead and clip that out as the most disgusting bodily function on this podcast. Okay.
Yeah, dude, they've heard you vomit. They've heard you pee. I'm telling you, there was one pee break you took where you like left the door cracked and
Yeah.
I could hear it,
Probably.
and I don't know if they could or not.
I mean, probably. Listen, I have no shame. I don't.
No.
Why would I have shame? Dude, lions don't care about what goldfish think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, goldfish. What was I saying?
See? There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
public
Memory
schools
of a goldfish.
demoralize children, and that's why they behave so much better.
Yeah, good. Kids should behave. You should learn how to work within a system, and then the special ones will learn to buck the system. All right, that's the way you should be born into a system, and that these like Waldorf schools of fostering creativity is fucking retarded. But you do not.
No, I
you
disagree.
do not know how to raise a young boy. You've raised two nice young ladies, and that's completely fine. But you don't know how to handle this beast.
No, I clearly don't.
You gotta listen. You gotta do the '90s broken windows, fucking policy of policing type of thing. Come down on him hard for everything, and then eventually you'll break his spirit, and then he'll be a nice young man and he'll join the Marines and go die in Iran.
I don't want him to join the Marines.
He might.
That I was thinking the other day. I was like, do they still do military schools? Like maybe that's what this child's gonna need in the future. And then I remembered I don't want him in the military.
He might be a nice
What if he
young
goes to the
military man.
military after?
Yeah, what if he's actually in the military and I don't know, just be a piece of shit to him. I mean, like,
I don't know.
Otherwise, just let a kid bully you, you dumb faggot.
I'm getting real tired of it. Oh gosh. I'm exhausted.
Yep. Nice to meet you, exhausted. I'm a guy who's not a dork that gets bullied by a kid.
Not yet. Wait till you try to take out those toddlers. You're gonna get your ass beat.
I could take him out, dude. I could fucking.
moving
I
on.
would crack the fucking ear of one of those. Box their ears. You don't even have to hit them that hard. You just box their ears, and then they're just nothing but tears after that. You get one of them in the knee real hard. Do you think a toddler has ever had a calf kick? Not a chance,
Oh,
dude.
no. You know what works? What I would assume would work.
Good work.
You know what? We're just gonna move on. Okay. Recently broke up with my boyfriend and decided to go on holiday. The travel agent recommended a location on India's east coast with a nice beach. When I arrived, I found myself in a living nightmare.
India.
The first morning, I went out to lie on the beach and I was accosted by at least 30 men ranging from age 18 to 60.
I like to imagine that they just crawled out of the sand. Natural camo of their Indian skin just crawled out of the sand. It's just wet sand. They just crawl out and they're like, baby Joe, how are you?
I think that's what it is.
I mean,
They've
it's
got
literally
like
that.
hermit crab shells.
Every fucking video I see, like there's that one horrific video of that reporter that as soon as the guy, her guide is like, we gotta go, the lights go out and they just rip her fucking clothes off. How do they go from 0 to 100 because it's dark?
But they're fucking animals. And I don't think that every Indian person is an animal,
No.
but like the dregs of the society in some places are a lot worse than in others.
Yeah.
Like they're mindless. Like swarming a woman, 30 men swarming a woman. I'm going to finish reading the story and explain why I'm saying that instead of just like violent
Sounding
because
racist.
they never like grab this woman or hold on to her or anything like that even. They're just like swarming her like ducks trying to get bread at the park or
Yeah.
something, just like mindless animals.
Wow.
They
That's
surrounded me. What?
okay.
That's what?
I
I'm
mean,
not saying that they all are. I'm saying that that's what these men behaved like in this story.
sure.
You know what? Maybe we should just start the
No,
whole
no,
episode
no.
over.
I think it's fine. We're 40 minutes in. You
Yeah, I'm
hate
having a hard time today.
you hate India. I mean,
I don't. I hate
oh, I hate India.
the dregs of society there or something. I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
said
It's
India.
like you get too many people in one spot and it just gets real gross. Like too many more people than you can support.
Too many people. Yeah.
Like more of
What
a
type of
higher
people do
population
you
in a
mean?
smaller area.
What color are these
Okay.
people's skin?
What color? Hey, well, from what I understand, in India there are various shades of skin color.
Uh huh.
I do.
No, just go on.
It's like in I would
Like in
like to just
where?
go
Africa?
to bed now.
Where are the other bad people at, Abby? Where are all the bad people? Please tell me because I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Where are all these terrible people at that are rapists? They must be in America because that's
Yeah.
what you were telling me the other day. So where are they?
They're in um they're in Sweden.
Yep. Actually, now they are actually in Sweden, but okay.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Swear to God, every feminist should go on this bitch's vacation.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad, huh?
Yeah.
Every one of them just sent to India for 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. See how that airport
What does that
is.
change? I know, because that's the thing is you people call everyone who disagrees with
Whoa,
you
you
slightly on
people.
any
You
perspective
people?
feminists, right? Yes, you men.
Oh, okay, good. Because when you said you people, I was thinking
I
that,
bet Dutchmen.
well, I was curious because, I mean, you insinuated before that other groups of people based on
I'm
different
talking to
aspects were,
you.
oh, okay, good.
So you people.
Oh, okay. So Brydens.
Brydens.
Okay, good.
The Brydens of the world. You people. You accuse us of being feminists for having different perspectives on literally anything. And so you're saying, okay, let me give you an example.
Hold
Would
on.
it be bad
Get it
if
out.
I
You can figure it
broke
out.
my toe right now?
Bad for who?
Me.
Sure.
Would that be a bad thing? You'd be like, oh, that sucks, right? Like, that's not great. It would
Would
be
I
better
would
if
I
your
say
toe is not. Okay, no, okay. Maybe not Bryden's.
that? Like if you broke your toe right now, I would
Okay.
only 2 hours later go, "How's your toe?" I would immediately go, "That's hilarious. We have a podcast to do."
Someone steals my dog.
Great, you don't like that dog.
Okay, well, he's gone. I got rid of him. He's gone. So nobody needs to steal him.
Wow,
He's
you're a
gone.
bad person.
You know, there's all these laws in most states about how you can't abandon dogs, and then you try to give your dog away, and there's like no one will take him. They're like, "Nah, we're full, right? We don't want your dog, but
So
also
she
you
shot
can't."
it.
So like, no. When your entire fence is gone and the dog needs a fenced-in yard,
That's so fucking
but
irresponsible.
nobody will take your dog. You find a nice family with more land than you have and even more kids and more animals than you have, and so he gets to go live there.
You're a shitty person. But
Why?
okay, because like that dog is part of your
Why?
pack. Because the dog's part of your pack.
It's not part of the pack. What happened was I didn't want the damn dog.
Sure.
Everyone else promised to take care of it. They get the dog home. Nobody takes care of it but me. The kids don't even play with the
People,
dog.
people,
The dog
people,
is sad.
people. Yeah, yeah. I'll bet the dog is sad. He has to live around weird people like you and your giant
Yeah.
children or your giant husband and all that.
We are giant.
And I hope that they lay into you for this one because you are wrong. You are
I'm
wrong
not
for
wrong.
this. You are
The
wrong for
kids
this.
are okay with it. The kids were all like, "Yeah, actually, you're right that we don't ever play with the dog." And no, you ask if we have intentions of playing with him more, so that he is like a loving home where people take care of him better and spend time with him. But no, we don't want to do that. You can get rid of it. That's
So you're
basically how
all
that went.
monster. You're all
Yeah,
monsters, essentially. Yeah.
yeah,
Just the
yeah.
monsters over there.
The dog's gonna be happier where he is.
Yeah, I bet he would be happier.
Exactly.
Don't
The
buy
point
dogs.
is, if I lose my toe,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
toe is
now it's gone.
gone.
Now it's the toe's
Now
gone.
it's gone. Okay? Would you consider that a bad thing that should not happen? It's not great that it happened. It's unfortunate.
For who?
For me,
Sure, for you, yes. For me,
it's a bad thing
I've
that
got a new nickname. I like, what's up, Nine Toes? I'd make that one Ninetales Pokemon. I'd put your face on it, but I'd make all of the tails toes.
Yeah,
I'd have a
I'm
blast. It's great for me if that happens.
okay. I'm just gonna try to make the point, even though you're not giving me any bones here. Um, but if I lost my entire lower body, both my legs are gone forever. That's worse, right?
Yeah, I'd say you one upped your mom.
Yeah. So, but losing the toe is also bad still. Like, it's not good to
Sure.
just lose a toe,
Yeah, it's not
right?
good. But
Right.
the world's not perfect. And plenty of nine-toned people walk around the earth, unless it's the big toe, constantly.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the big toe. The big toe's gone. In fact, the whole foot's gone. Okay, so one foot, the left foot's gone versus both legs gone.
okay. Yeah,
Okay?
both things are bad, but yeah, I
It's
mean, we don't.
different degrees. Both are bad, right?
Yeah, but we don't live in a perfect world. I'm short.
Okay. So what I'm saying
We
is
all have struggles.
that sending feminists to India does not make things that they actually experience in their day-to-day lives not exist anymore.
It's less relevant because it comes from a culture of decadence and this whole fucking idea that things are worse than they are. No, things are so good that you got to find new things to complain about. Every time you're not gang raped on a goddamn bus, you ought to be thankful. I am. I've been on public buses and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't get gang raped. It's pretty good because I've been on
Nobody
some
wants to
buses.
gang rape you.
You'd be surprised, man. LA buses are rough.
Well, avoid San Francisco for sure.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely
They'd be like, look, he's so cute and little.
they'll
Oh
get
my
you.
goodness, look at his gay little mustache.
And it'd be fucked up because I'd be like, little, thank you. So,
Oh no.
what do you mean, twink?
Finally, someone's not calling me fat.
Thank you.
You should just move to San Francisco,
I-
honestly. You'd have a great time.
No, I'd get gang raped.
Exactly.
And there's as much poop there as there is in India.
You know, when little Twinkie men complain about their lives, we should ship them off to San Francisco.
If they're actual twinks, I think that you're just enriching their lives.
Straight Twinkie men.
Well, street men can't be twinks. That's like a whole thing. That's like saying it's like I'm trying to think of a comparison, but that's like calling a tranny a pog. Fat ass white girl.
I know what that means, but I'm trying to
Yeah, it doesn't
trying to
exist.
think.
It's not the same thing.
It's like a vibe though.
Oh, what are you fucking 10 years younger now?
I'm saying that you could be Twinkie without being a twink. Like the vibe of twinkiness versus being a twink.
I think a Twinkie is when you're cream filled. I think that's after they're done with you.
Okay. That was pretty good actually. Is that why they call twinks?
So, twink stands for thin, white, effeminate. What does twink stand for?
It doesn't stand for effeminate. That starts with an E.
You're right, it does. What does twink stand
I'm never gonna
for?
get through this story.
Young Oh no, it just says young, attractive gay man with slim boy. I thought it stood for something.
I don't think so.
Where'd they come up with that?
We're just gonna do an "It's Always Sunny" bit here, and then you have the bears.
Well, this is
And they...
because you know, like a hairy twink is an honor. I learned that from It's Always Sunny.
I did learn that from them. I did not know that before. I learned a lot from that show, actually. They just sit there and explain it really well, actually.
Went from a twink to a twank to a twunk.
Yeah. We stopped watching it
Gay,
a
dude.
while back. We just, because we were focused on, because I was watching Ancient Aliens again, and I was like, honey, we have to watch Stargate because you have to understand. Stargate's like Ancient Aliens, but if it was a show. Wait, okay, but if it was like
Good work.
like an acted out sci-fi show.
Because, you know, Stargate.
Like a scripted.
The famous play Stargate.
Guys, I'm real tired. I'm sorry.
I'm real tired too. Tired of your bullshit. We just missed Joe Biden's fucking address.
Yeah, do you think it went well? I guess we'll find out later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he. It would be really cool if he said the N word. I have been just
I hope
hoping
so.
forever he was going to say the fucking N word, but I doubt it. I doubt it. It's probably all my AI. Who gives a shit?
You know, I saw he tweeted out, so it's like,
I'm
like right before he was gonna
Yeah.
step down, like right before he tweets out his final Hail Mary, right? He's gonna decriminalize marijuana. It's like, brother, no, it's too late for that. It's been too late for 4 years. You should have done that immediately. Like,
they
what
don't.
you don't get any capital for that now. Like, that's like, do it, don't do it. Nobody cares anymore. Like,
Yeah, it's a bunch of load up bullshit.
we're beyond that. We're beyond that. The days when that was like this huge, exciting thing was like 2012.
Yeah, whatever. I'm voting against the legalization of recreational marijuana in Florida because I've lived in places where recreational marijuana is legal, and people think that DeSantis is full of shit, but no, it smells like shit everywhere. So
Well, it's not a pleasant smell, but you get used to it.
no thanks, and I don't want more libtards moving here to fucking Florida. So I'm voting against it. Forget it.
I don't think they really have to. Like, there's other places they can go that are more liberal.
Sure, but
that
they
have
will.
it.
It's the third most inhabited state now.
That's a lot of people.
Yep.
That's a lot of people.
Yep.
Not as much space.
Nope.
As some other states.
Yep. We're behind Texas and California. So yeah, I'm good. I don't want more people moving down here. I'm good. I don't even want to be here. So
We should move back to the story, but I'm really scared I'm going to say more scandalous things on
yeah, I mean,
accident.
just calm down. It's just an Indian guy.
It's not. It's 30 of them.
Yeah, but I mean, they all got there's 4 names between them.
Now, who's being racist now?
I'm just being accurate. They only have 4 last names.
That's true. They only have 4 last names. I mean, I haven't seen any more than the 4.
No, just the only guys that get over here. The ones that, shovel dung for a living. We'd never heard of them.
No, they probably have different names.
Yeah, and they don't marry into families that own a Motel 6, I guess.
Yeah, okay. So those are the guys that are surrounding this woman on the beach. They surrounded me on the beach, took photographs of me, filmed
Nice.
me,
Hell
etc.
yeah.
A zoo animal. They're just treating her like an exhibit.
This is the only time they've seen white tits.
I just... How does she not know not to go on a beach in India?
She talks to that in the edit. So
Yeah. I ran back to my hotel room and was followed there by 4 of them. I locked the door and they knocked on it for several hours before leaving.
That's what
This
gets
is the
it.
sentence. This is why I said it's like mindless animals, because it's like if they wanted to rape her, why not bust down the door or like lie or something? They're just patiently standing there knocking every now and then is what I'm picturing, and it's like that is mindless behavior. You're not thinking. What is your intention? Are you going to say, please ma'am, show me bobs and vagine? Like it's that's not, you're not thinking at that point, right? Like they're just completely mindless
There is.
doing this. Like they're just they see a white woman in a bikini on a beach and they're just like mesmerized, I
Okay,
guess. I don't
okay.
know.
Listen, if you're gonna go to a beach in India as a white woman and wear a bikini, who's really mindless?
Honestly, I agree with that. That was real freaking dumb of her. She's stupid too. Like, and also
That's
alone?
it's yeah, exactly. That's why, like, look, you gotta take some responsibility here because,
Yeah.
like, I guarantee she's got friends that were like, you sure?
Somebody told her this was a bad idea.
Like, that's a terrible fucking plan.
But like, can you imagine? That's like a weird surreal horror movie thing to just have them standing at like just kind of slowly like hovering around and taking pictures and then just stand outside the door knocking every now and then for hours. Like that's not the way people like that's very bizarre.
Yeah,
That's not even just scary. It's like completely surreal and weird.
but like that just, I like this is, it just shows a major lack of life experience. Like I've never been a woman on a beach next to a bunch of Indian guys, but I have been a guy around a bunch of Indian guys, and they like the crowd. The Chinese like the crowd as well. They like to do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like they just like the crowd.
Chinese will crowd white tourists a lot, but they'll like want to talk to them and take pictures, like selfies with them. It's not like
Well, I
to
didn't
have
have.
sex.
Well, I didn't have that. I mean, I wish it would have. This was in Los Angeles, but like they
Mm.
like the
No, I
crowd
mean
when you're
like if you
doing something.
go to China.
Mm.
Like you go to China, from what I understand, especially if you're blonde, they're just interested in you. Like that's just cool. Like, oh, cool. You know, can I take a picture with you? Can I talk to you for a minute? It's just interesting to
What?
them because they don't see you very often. Like people that look like you very often.
Yeah, because they don't have it. I mean, it's like when a black guy goes to Japan, all he has to do is rap a little, and he's got a record deal over there. I mean, it's like,
Dude, well, and they'll in China too. I saw yeah, especially if you can speak at least a little bit of like the language. They're just like, whoa,
Konnichiwa.
whoa. It's great.
I almost said the N
Fun.
word. I almost said the N word, dude. I really did. With a soft A. With a
With
soft
the,
A.
yeah, wouldn't be the first time it's been
Wu
said on this
Tang.
program.
Wu Tang.
For life.
Wu Tang Clan. Dude,
I don't
listen.
want to
They
get
ain't
it
nothing to
to,
fuck with.
yeah, no. I don't want
They're
to get
all
into
50
deep.
now. Okay, go ahead.
I just want to get through it.
I just wanted to talk in depth about the Wu Tang Clan.
I know you do. I know you do.
Method
Go
Man.
talk to my husband
Method
about
Man.
Method Man.
Method Man was 15 when he wrote the song Method Man. Method man. Here I am. Here I am. The
Shocking.
Method Man.
Shocking that a child wrote that song. He's spelling spelling the freaking word.
Method man. Method man. Hey, you get off my cloud. Come on. You don't know
Yeah.
me and you don't know my style. I got
That sounds like a
fat bags of
15-year-old.
skunk. I got white owl blunts, and I'm about to go get lifted. Yeah, I'm about to go get lifted.
Thank you. I don't know that song. I can't join you. I'm
It's a
sorry.
good one. It's a good one. Mathod,
I don't know Wu-Tang.
man. It's from 36 Change for the Death, kid.
Yeah.
Probably the best rap album that's ever been made. And I say that
People say that.
as a huge, probably the biggest Kanye fan. Probably the best rap album that's ever been made. 36 Chambers Death.
You know, you said Kanye, and it
Mm-hmm.
reminded me of Justin Timberlake
Both great.
because the other day, I was sitting. It was a wing place, and I was sitting at the bar, right? So the rest of my family's waiting on a pickup order, and mommy went to the bar at noon to
Nice.
get a drink,
Nailed it.
right?
Great parent.
It
Why?
was
Why is my toddler being a shithead? Such a good
no, it
mom.
was my husband was there with me, and he was like, "Hey, I'll do this. I'll take care of the kids. You go sit at the bar. You don't get to do stuff like that very often." So it was his idea, and I did it. But I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for the drink, and of course my kids just start coming to me one by one and sitting at the bar with me, and I'm like, "Can I please just day drink in peace?" And my daughter goes, "What? What does that mean?" "Nothing. Go back to your daddy. Go back to daddy, please." But anyway, I was sitting there and just sipping on my drink and I'm like, what is this song? Oh my gosh, they're just playing Justin Timberlake songs.
Sure.
Like, just
He's got to
it
get.
was.
He's,
I just
bring
haven't
his
heard one of
sexy
his songs
back.
in so
What?
long.
Which one was
Um,
it?
what was it? It was
Crimea
the
River.
no, it wasn't Cry. It's the other one. It's not bringing sexy back or Crimea River. It's the other one. It was shoot, what's it called? Let me look.
Uh,
Let me look it up.
the one, the diss song, uh, where they're like, when you see us in the club of,
Rock Your Body.
oh, there you go.
What is it like?
Everybody.
I'm gonna rock your
Oh no, that one.
body.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think that's it. Hold on. Whatever. It's unimportant. We're nearing the end of this episode, but look, yeah, Justin Timberlake, an absolute fucking legend.
It was a vibe. He's evil.
Okay. You're
But it's
30,
a vibe.
and he's not evil.
He's evil.
It's feminist bullshit.
No, it's not.
Well, you made Britney Spears get a divorce. Says
Yeah,
who?
get an abortion.
Says who?
What do you mean? Says Britney. And she wrote
Oh,
a song about it, and then he wrote Crimea River about her writing a sad song about
and
it.
this is all based on the accounts of who?
Britney Spears.
Oh, that very same Britney Spears. Oh, Britney, I danced with knives. I got out of my conservatorship.
I danced with
Spears.
knives too. You've seen the pictures.
Yeah, and I thought that was funny.
Exactly.
I also
Funny.
don't think that like you
Fun.
yeah,
She's being a girl.
well-known comedian Britney Spears. That's insane.
I think she's funny. She's doing.
She's out of
having
her
fun.
fun-
She's being silly.
She's out of
She's
her
being silly.
No, she's a victim of the internet. She's out of her fucking mind. Don't get me
Who
wrong.
did that to her?
Still
I'll
would
tell
hit.
you who did that
Oh,
to
geez,
her.
it's everybody
Justin
else's fault.
Timberlake.
It's everybody else's fucking fault.
It's
Listen,
Justin Timberlake's fault.
If it wasn't for women, we'd be in space right now. Well, women and black people, we'd be in space right now.
You know what? They're doing it to Bam Margera too.
I think they're reverse doing it to Bam Margera because Bam Margera has been forced to be sober, and Bam Margera was just living the life he was meant to, and all the other jackass guys are trying to stop him from being as cool as he used to be.
Yeah, he's like, they gave me bone spurs, and it's like, man, that sucks. They ruined your career. No wonder you turned to drugs.
He was always on drugs, okay? It's everybody else is gay. And Bam Margera should you know what? He's another guy that's gonna sink so low we might be able to get him on the show because he's gonna relapse.
We could try.
Dude,
I would love to talk to Bam Margera.
He was my fucking idol growing up. I thought he was the coolest guy in the world. And he was like, for his ugly, terrible face, his whole style and hair and everything was so cool.
He was super cool. He was like the blueprint for a lot of guys in high school, you know?
Yeah. Dude,
Let me look up what he looks like right now, actually.
He
'cause I
looks.
haven't seen him in a while.
Don't look him up. Don't look at him.
I'm looking right
Don't
now.
look
I
at
need to
him!
know what he looks like.
Don't look at him. He looks rough. It's not great.
I'm just seeing old pictures, actually. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh.
It's not good. Bam
Maybe
is.
we don't.
Bam is in
want
his
him on the
50s,
show.
and he kind of looks like if alcoholism was a person. Okay, like
He
don't.
looks like
And he's
fetal
still
alcohol
dressed.
syndrome.
He still dresses. He looks like Phil, but skinnier for the most part. And he still wears all those rings that
He's
I don't
a
think he
little
can
chunky.
get off. He's a ton chunky. Look, just leave Bam Margera out of this.
Yeah.
It's not good.
This is depressing.
It's not good. But you know what? Bam is still cool.
I didn't have a weird face back then, really. I mean, it was weird, but it was in like guy hot weird way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like like guy hot.
No, it's he gave a lot of hope to a lot of people that you can look fucking stupid and still, get laid. And he looks sweet. But yeah, now he looks kind of like a discount. Or he looks like a goth version of Phil. Like,
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna turn into your dad. Um, man,
you hadn't
I
seen
really,
fucking Bam for the last 15 years?
I just don't look up current photos of celebrities. And a lot of like the news and stuff I intake about people like that, like media figures and stuff, is like audio only podcasts and stuff.
Well, because Steve-O fucking sucks so much that you know, I'm Team Bam. Because
Yeah,
he was
Steve
always
is
just.
just annoying, and he talks funny now.
Yeah, hey, I'm Steve-O. I don't do drugs, and also I quit being vegan and working with PETA. It's me. Bam.
Like, it's
It's
fucking.
me, Steve-O. Yeah, that's how you do an
Here's
impression.
That's how I do all impressions.
Hey guys, I'm Steve-O. It's me, that guy from Jackass. I do a podcast in a van now and tried to sell butt wipes on Joe Rogan but got shut down. My entire life is all about talking about when I was high before, but now I'm just a product placement faggot goon.
Steve-O sucks. I
Can
hope
I?
Steve-O hears this because he Googles every single thing about him. It's evident.
We should make him the title of the episode.
That's my idea. Yes.
Then I'll get exposed for my horrific racism and
Yeah,
stuff. That maybe not.
that
Maybe can we just not put this one up because I didn't mean to say those things.
I'm gonna put.
It was an accident.
The name of the episode is Steve-O hates Indian people. Because he'll definitely find that.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, here we go.
Brought to you by Beatbox. Maybe we can pick up a sponsorship.
Oh my goodness. I just wanted to finalize that conversation. Like, Bam invented all the stuff you're doing. We're giving all credit to Bam.
Hell yeah.
Bam is the one. He's the king. Okay, he's responsible for all your fame, and you guys are turning your backs on him.
Well, apparently now Bam's all fucking
Please
sober.
come on the show.
I want Bam. Fuck Steve-O. If Steve-O was like, can I come?
Man, can I come
That's what
on
I'm
your
saying.
podcast?
I want Bam Margera on the show.
If Steve-O tried to come on my podcast, I'd be like, listen here, you bitch. You dork. Not a chance. You know he got a penis tattooed on his face recently?
Why?
Because Post Malone did it, and he's like,
This is who I am. Also, I'm getting tits put in.
because that's very cool for a man in his 50s to do. Because he's not funny. He tried to do stand-up. He's very bad. He's terrible at podcasting.
gosh.
He's just just collect your money. I watched the last Jackass movie. It was fine. You know,
I didn't see it.
it was fine. It was not as good as the other ones. But whatever. It was fine. I went and saw it in theaters. Kiss my ass. Steve-O fucking sucks. Steve-O stinks. Johnny Knoxville rules because he's fucked off basically entirely, but he's been that way for
Yeah,
years.
I'm fine with that.
You know,
I'm glad Bam is sober though, because that poor guy.
no, everybody else didn't know. Bam just kept living that life of who they were and who he is. And then, yeah, if he wants to, he should probably clean up from time to time.
Yeah.
He probably should.
He's gonna get dead soon. He's old. He's too old. You gotta quit at some point.
He's not that old. He's in his 50s. That's kind of
He's
old.
too old to be doing it.
But, oh, yeah, he's too old to do that.
So it's good that he's sober. The point is that I'm fully on his side because I want him on the podcast. I think he's a cool guy.
I literally would kill to be on a podcast with fucking Bam Margera. I'll bet he's not good at podcasting. I've heard him on podcasts. He's not good at it. But I would like to hear.
That's okay. Neither are we.
No, but I'd like to hear his advice on this. He's like, oh, I don't know, dude. Maybe she shouldn't go to India, right? Like,
Let's not make fun of him.
I will make fun of fucking Bam Margera for days and days. But that doesn't mean that he wasn't my idol when I was 13.
Yeah.
when I saw that dude, him sucks, and the heartogram sucks. That stuff sucks.
Him?
The
The
band,
band?
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Dude,
sucks.
you know what is funny? Because I never listened to them. I know my sister did, but she always had headphones on her Walkman,
Mm.
uh, listening to it. So I never heard them. And I had it in my mind like this must be like when I was a kid, a child. She's older than me, she's the older sister. So I'm thinking like, man, this must be the edgiest,
No,
like most like coolest
it's gothic
band in
love
the world,
songs.
right? And then I forgot that they existed until a couple months ago. My husband just gets this bug up his butt sometimes and needs to like out of curiosity check out a band that he's sure is gonna suck, and he's just playing this music and I walk in and I was like, this sounds pretty gay, what is this?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's him. I was like, all of my mental image of my sister when she was a teenager and how cool I thought she was just gone in that instant. Just I don't even know who she is anymore. I'm so disappointed. Like I thought she liked and she liked Marilyn Manson, which Marilyn Manson's not
Marilyn Manson's
he's got a
good.
few good songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson's not
Uh,
nearly as gay.
got
I mean,
it.
he's pretty gay,
Well,
but
all
it's not.
out of all the normal hits like "Beautiful People" and stuff like that, one that I really like is "Goddamn Motherfucking Geddon." Is that how you say it? Goddamn
Mm,
motherfucking Armageddon. Goddamn motherfucking
yeah,
Armageddon.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that one's a great fucking song. Marilyn Manson's got a bunch of hits,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's stand
yeah.
up lately. He doesn't look as scary anymore.
He can't not look scary,
Okay,
Bryden.
no.
It's just what he looks
When
like.
when he looked like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas
I
when he had
thought
the
that's
neck
what you were
fat.
gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was bad. He needs to be like a skeleton to
yeah,
look
yeah.
decent.
He's
Yeah,
last time I saw him, he's lost a lot of weight, so he's starting to look more like
yeah,
Satan
like
again.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Satan.
he can't help his face.
Well, I mean, I get it, but he's rich. He should take care of it. I've got the same problem with this neck fat. That's not going to go away. I've got to get
You just need a
surgery.
facelift.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. I just got to find out how much that's going to cost.
A
But
lot.
like, I can't cost that much compared
It's like
to.
$10,000.
Okay, I know Marilyn Manson has $10,000.
Yeah, maybe. What has he been doing? I know he was working with some right winger. I don't
Do you?
remember.
Okay, first of all, that right winger was Kanye, and two, the he's on the Donda album, and then
Oh, is he?
two, all of the residuals that he gets for his mountains of work that he's done. Yeah, he did have that lawsuit, but I think he got cleared from that, which was always a bullshit lawsuit. Here's another rape thing. We're on a tear of rape this week.
No, we talked about the most of it on the bonus episode last week.
Okay,
Let's
but
not
this is
get into that again.
but this is ridiculous because if you fucking you're like, oh, I'm gonna date Marilyn Manson. Her whole complaint was, oh, he was weird or whatever. He didn't rape her. He was just weird.
Yeah, see, that's a problem. Like Neil Gaiman is being outed for like just something similar to that. Like he didn't
That's
rape
90%
anybody.
of the fucking
He
rape
has an
accusations.
open marriage, and it's like
Oh, with that musician bitch. What's her name?
Amanda Palmer,
There
who
you
I
go.
dislike very much. She's very obnoxious. Like, fucking put your ukulele away. It's gay. That's no music. Just stop, please.
I remember liking some of her songs. I mean, I don't.
No, they're shit. Terrible, terrible. And she's really obnoxious. But anyway, they have this like open marriage, so he wasn't cheating on anybody technically. I mean, I don't know if you consider that cheating. I don't think she does.
Well,
So
the only
it's
person
not
that
like
gets to consider it cheating is the other person you're with.
yeah. And I don't think she does. So I
And
guess
God,
it's not.
and God, I
Yeah.
suppose. But
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but I'm not gonna decide what. I'm not getting into that right now. We're just talking about like on Earth, society, whatever. And like, okay, I'm sorry, but if you're a fan of Neil Gaiman and you've read any significant amount of his work and you don't know that he's gonna be a freakish person in that context, what have you been reading? What have you been reading? It's
Well-
pretty fucking obvious. Like, what were you expecting?
Well,
They're not real fans.
also to be fair, I don't think that you have to be in real life that type of person to write that type of a thing. You just have to know that it simply exists.
No, no, I'm not saying that he was writing explicit scenes. I'm saying you could guess, but he's just got a deranged kind of mind and just like weird little bits that
Yeah.
illustrate, what's
I'm
going on
not.
behind the scenes.
I'm not a Neil Gaiman fan. I think that the only
I
thing
am big fan. I hate his politics and all that, but his writing is really good.
couldn't tell you his politics. I assume it's lip shit bullshit because I
Yeah.
guess of his wife. The only thing that the only things that I know about that he's ever made were Sandman, which was okay, I guess, of a
I
graphic
liked
novel.
it.
And then I'm a huge fan of Coraline.
Coraline's great.
It's
Um,
fantastic. I when it first came out, I made beats of every single song of the soundtrack of Coraline. I mean, obviously they were bad, whatever. I was in my 20s, but I huge fan of Coraline. Was thinking I need to watch it again. I watched it 1,000 times. Never played the PlayStation game, but it's a great fucking movie. Outside of that,
it's a
I
good
can't
movie.
tell you about Neil Gaiman. Besides that, and
Anyway,
Sandman.
yeah, we're gonna get back to the story though, because we have to finish it.
No, name one more thing he did that I might have heard of. Oh,
Neverwhere,
hold on. Didn't he do War of Gods?
Stardust. He did American Gods.
American Gods. Yeah, I know
And
that
he
one.
did Good Omens,
Never.
which was in collaboration with Terry Pratchett. They co-authored it. I really like Terry Pratchett. It was really good. It was like a funny apocalypse thing. It's like biblical prophecies but comedy, kind of like
Is
satirical
is
book.
is Terry Pratchett a comedy writer? Because Neil Gaiman
Yeah,
is not.
he
Okay.
does very silly. He does the Discworld series, which is like very satirical fantasy about the Discworld, which is the flat Earth on the backs of
Charter.
the Great Attune, the turtle, who is on the backs of four elephants, and like there's a book where it's like this island appears out of nowhere, and everything's a joke about the Iraq War or something, and it's silly
Okay,
stuff. He's very funny.
I was just making sure somebody involved with comedy was involved because he's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
funny at all.
No, he's not funny. He did not contribute to the humor
I can't imagine
very
him
much.
ever making a joke.
No.
What's weird to me, before you finish this, is that there's some people that just simply are not funny. I'm not the funniest man in the world, but there's just some people that lack humor entirely. Um,
Yeah.
so anyway, finish this.
Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me right now? Of course you couldn't be talking about me. You know what I have been told is that I'm the funny one on the show.
Oh, really? Is
Okay?
it by strange men on the internet?
It's by a student of comedy
Yeah,
on the internet that I am
cool.
the funnier one
Cool.
on the program. And he gave me his phone number to talk about it more.
Yeah,
So like
that's
obviously
yeah,
it's
no,
legitimate.
that's good.
And he's blind. So
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it, kid.
I've just been so scared. I've been listening to his show every week, and I'm like, we're gonna be one of the lolcows soon. There's no other reason he's talking to me. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, you know what? At that point, that'd be good. And you know what? Hey, let me
yeah,
explain this to you.
yeah.
You won't even be the reason we're gonna be the locale.
Oh, you're right. It's gonna be all about you.
Yep.
That's so lame. Oh, do you know how disappointing that would be?
Yeah, it's just gonna be about me. It's always about me. It all ends in me. Now, okay, now I take that
This
from.
is a bad episode.
No, it's been great up until now. But I just played the medium. Everybody should play that. It's a pretty good game. But there's a line in that because there's this demon or whatever, and he says that he's like, "It all ends in me," and he follows you around, and he's like, "Let me wear you. I need you." It's really weird. It's super creepy. It's a good one. Bloober Team made it. The medium. But yeah,
It's
finish
exactly
this.
like Bryden. If you want like a being friends with Bryden simulator, it's clearly you need this game.
I need you. Let me wear you.
He just haunts you. That's what he does.
I'm hungry.
Oh my god. There was also oh wait, sorry, I don't want to get into details, but things got worse from there. I spent the vast majority of my time trapped in a hotel room. Anytime I stepped outside for food, water,
Food
I would
water.
immediately. Well, it says food, comma, water.
That's what
Sorry.
they. That's what they
Food,
have.
water.
That's what they have in India. Is food water, and it comes from a.
Basically, it turns into water when it comes out, too. Man, okay, look, I realize that I can't even get through half a fucking sentence of this story, and it's become a real problem tonight. I don't know why. But, like, someone tweeted, like, oh, it's, quote tweeted a video of, like, Indian street food and, like, the lack of food safety precautions,
What are you
right?
talking about? They're
Basically.
just as
And they
great
were
as
like,
Europe.
yeah, the guy was putting like his dirty bare feet up from the street right over the pot. Okay, that was not. It was a bad. He's just like just hanging his feet over the pot while he stirs it in. It's like, what are you doing? But anyway, they were like, how is it possible that they don't just have diarrhea all the time? So you know what I did is
They
I
do. It's
googled.
the food.
I googled leading causes of death in India. Like it's this massive portion of their population dies from diarrhea every year.
It's not good. That's why there was a comedian. I think it was. I can't remember his name, and it's gonna sound racist if I try to fucking figure it out.
Oh yeah, because
Rashid
that's gonna
Pajit.
be a real problem
Yeah,
this episode.
But it's some guy. I can't remember, but it's the one that's not Aziz Ansari, or the one that complained about Apu. But because like I love Indian food, but his thing was you like Indian cuisine, not Indian food, because like
No.
dude,
What they like is British food after Britain took the spices, like what you find at a pub.
England's fucking national or London or one of the two things. Their premier food is curry. They love it. I mean, like paneer ganache, I think it is the spinach with the cheese cubes in it. Oh my god, I love that shit. But that's like cuisine. That's what rich people fucking eat in India.
Yeah.
Normal people in
Well,
India
there's
eat
just a
foot.
massive difference between the castes in India, like how they live.
Yeah, and then the Untouchables. That's like fucking horrific that they allow that to happen.
Like, yeah, I don't. Man, there's a lot going on there.
I don't like the average Indian guy hanging out, because I'm like, you smell like your mom's house, and he's like, I know we had delicious curry. I'm like, keep it there, but the quote unquote untouchables, like that's terrible. They're just like, oh, you're
That's
born
pretty
into
horrible.
garbage. I don't like that. I hope for no negative things to happen to any people on the planet. Now, secondary, if all of those things are going to happen, I don't want any of those smells around me at all while it's happening. So,
I just don't like cumin. I don't
I
like
love
cumin.
I love cumin. It's good for you.
When I make chili, I put less cumin and more chili powder. Like I just don't like too much. Like I like a little bit of cumin is okay, fine, whatever. But it's like fennel where it gets overpowering real fast at a certain extent to me. Like an
love
Italian
cumin.
sausage with too much fennel makes me just disgusted. It's very overpowering as a flavor.
I love cumin. I could almost never have too much cumin. But you know what is a lesser version of cumin that I don't know if it like biologically does the same thing, so as far as like health benefits, but coriander seed is a less strong version of cumin in my opinion on my like palate.
Maybe you can try that instead.
Coriander-
Replace the stuff that has cumin in it.
Yeah, just put coriander instead. That's my opinion, but I love cumin. So big fan.
I just don't. Yeah. So I've never even been to an Indian restaurant because
Oh,
I always
shit.
skip out when people want to go because I don't like cumin. And from what I understand, they put it in like everything there
Yeah.
in American places that have Indian food, at least, I guess. And I just don't want to go somewhere that's nothing but cumin. Like, I don't want that.
That's fair. I mean,
Doesn't sound good to me.
I'll take a
Just
look.
sit there eating naan.
Well,
okay.
naan is so good though.
It is good, but I don't need to just fill up on bread. I need some protein.
Yeah, you put some fucking curry chicken in there.
Does that have cumin in it?
Probably a little bit.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's all cumin. Like you have some variety, guys. Don't just okay. This one has cumin and butter in it, and this one has cumin
I'll
and
bet.
wine in it, and this one has.
I'll bet you could find something without a lot of cumin or no cumin in it. I'll bet you could. Indian food's delicious, dude.
You know what I'm gonna do? If anyone convinces me to go to an Indian restaurant, I'm literally going to say, "Give me the white girl special," which is like a meme thing. It's like butter chicken, basmati rice, garlic naan, and a
Yeah.
mango lassi. And I'm gonna see if they know what I'm talking about. And if they don't, they'll probably just bring me the most mild thing they have, and it'll be great.
Yeah, I would try not to just confuse the fucking people.
I like to confuse people. It's fun.
But
And then I
also
get to berate them when they screw it up.
no. But also like Indian
It's their
food
job.
is also from what I know kind of like the opposite of like a Mexican place. You want to find like that's a fucking hole in the wall. When you go to an Indian restaurant, you do not want a shitty Indian restaurant. Find a
No.
good Indian restaurant.
There's a good one not far from me, actually, like 10 minutes from my house.
Try
My
it.
husband's been to a few times and he likes it a lot.
And I just remembered it. Sag paneer. It's spinach mush with like cubes of cheese in it, and it's
You
fucking
can't go wrong
delicious.
with
Oh,
spinach and cheese.
oh,
Like I
it's so
love
good.
creamed spinach with a bunch of Parmesan. It's so good.
It's essentially what it is, but this is like some different fermented cheese in it, and I don't think there's cumin in it. Actually,
Okay.
super good. I'd say go with the sag paneer. I think is
The
how it's said.
soggy paneer. Okay.
Yeah,
So
the soggy penis. Excuse me, I'll have the soggy penis. They'll know what you're saying. They're like, okay, we will get it for you right away. This
I'm
soggy
asking an
penis.
Indian man for that. You know
I
what story we're reading. Have you no recollection? Okay, let me finish this. We're over time, I think.
we're over by a half an hour.
Yeah. I spent the vast majority of my time trapped in a hotel room. Anytime I stepped outside for food, water, I would immediately be swarmed by
water.
men. There's also an occasion where something must have been slipped into my beer because I began feeling dizzy. I made it back to my hotel room and managed to secure and lock the door before blacking out. Thankfully,
Can I just point out that
yeah.
you think you had something slipped into your beer? That very well could have just been beer made with poop water.
Yeah.
Even the Bud
That's
Light
fair.
down there has got fucking feces in it.
No, that's a good point because one time I had really, really bad food poisoning from a patty melt at a fast food place, and I was passing out in between puking. Like it can definitely do that. I don't know why you wouldn't be puking.
And I'll bet, when she was over there, she had a similar dish, the poopy melt.
The poopy melt. Everything's a poopy melt there. I went back to my hotel room and managed to secure and lock the door before blacking out. Thankfully, the door was still locked when I woke up with a thumping headache. The holiday was scheduled to last 2 weeks. I booked an emergency flight home on the 7th day for my safety. The travel agency are not responding to my emails and are hanging up on my phone calls. Have I any grounds for a refund? I did not feel safe at all. And then there's an edit. I'm getting lots of notifications about comments, but no comments are appearing. I was able to see the first sentence of some comments, so I wanted to clarify. I asked the travel agents if I could holiday somewhere that would be safe for a young woman to travel alone. They told me that this was a perfectly safe place. I confirmed this with them several times during booking. It is definitely safe for a woman to travel here alone, etc. They kept confirming time and time again that this would be a safe place for me to visit. I also complained to the hotel, but the hotel staff was literally just one Indian man sitting at reception who leered at me while I walked past and didn't really speak English or do anything to stop the men coming to the door of my room.
Yeah?
I don't think you're getting a refund.
No,
These
you're not getting a
people
refund.
sent you to get raped.
That was their cousins.
Yeah, they were throwing you to the wolves on purpose.
I mean, look. My advice as we wrap up this free episode for you that has gone over, by a half an hour, is that you should go to India, ladies. You should go. You should go, and you can learn a lesson.
Please don't.
Go
We can
there.
learn a lesson by reading about it.
Go to India. I hear it's so cool over there. This is just
Yeah,
a
the beach is
one.
totally safe.
It's just a one-off thing.
Dude. All right, everybody, we're out of time for today. Our advice to this woman is to stop being dumb.
Go
You
back.
should have known. Like, you
Go
trusted the
back.
travel agent. If you have to ask over and over and over again, are you sure this is safe? Are you sure this is safe? Maybe go to a different place.
Yeah,
Maybe you should have picked somewhere else.
I can't imagine having to ask over and over. Are you sure this is safe? Go to
Like, what are you
fucking
doing?
Maui or something like that. Like, just stay at a resort. No,
There
because
are-
she wanted to have the Instagram photos, and it's
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
I
Go around to the market and do yoga and yeah.
show everybody how open she is to the world. Well, you know what?
It's a real good way to get raped and killed.
Yeah, that's and she couldn't even get picked up on the Instagram by one of the people that was gonna rape and kill her. She had to pay for it. So she's a real pig.
Yeah, you got to go to Dubai.
There's a lot of that.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening and have a great week secure in the knowledge that, wait, first, before
What?
you go to patreon.com/here to help podcast for a new bonus episode every Monday. For as little as $1, you will get the entire backlog of bonus episodes. And you can follow me on Twitter at OctoAbby with an I, not a Y.
Tell them how many episodes we have on the Patreon. There's
How many? 76?
is going to be on Monday. It'll be 76 episodes.
76 episodes for $1. That is a steal. You are literally stealing from us, and we may call the police.
Yeah, you Indian bastard.
Thank you, everyone, for
I
listening,
don't
and
think
have a
they steal,
great
do they?
week.
Well,
Indians?
Aladdin stole.
Aladdin was a thief, but he wasn't.
He was
Indian.
Arab. Yeah, he was Arab.
Yeah, he's different. He's different. He was like Saudi or something.
Yeah, and he was the good guy because like Jafar was a real piece of shit.
So he was a jerk, and he was just, Aladdin was like a ruffian on the streets. He was starving. He had to steal that bread. Pretty nimble for a starving guy.
Yeah, and then he had a
But-
song about it.
Yeah, he did sing a lot. Maybe he was gay.
Nah, dude, I think he fucked Jasmine on that carpet.
He probably did.
Dude. Nice. What's up? Shouts out to Aladdin.
Have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust, are here to help. And I apologize and disavow everything I said in this episode.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
it's pretty messed up.